The Turkish Bayraktar TB3 unmanned combat aerial vehicle drone carrier takes to skies for first time. Turkish drone maker Baykar Company announced that its new model of unmanned combat aerial vehicle, the Bayraktar TB3 drone, completed its first flight to mark the country's centenary. TB3 is slated to become the primary uncrewed platform of the Turkish Navy's drone carrier TCG Anadolu, providing both light strike capabilities and persistent surveillance at sea. It is worth noting that TB3's official first flight comes shortly after Baykar announced on October 23 that TB3 had completed takeoff and landing tests. TB3, which has been in development for several years and which first broke cover earlier in March this year, is a naval variant of Baykar's combat-proven TB2. TB2 has been used extensively during the recent war in Ukraine, as well as in Syria, Libya, and Nagorno-Karabakh in the past. In terms of its specifications, TB3 has a wingspan of 14 meters and a length of 8.35 meters. The drone has a maximum takeoff weight of 1,450 kilograms and a payload capacity of 280 kilograms. According to Baykar, this represents a significant increase compared to the respective figures of TB2, 750 kilograms and 130 kilograms. Employing a 172 horsepower PD-170 engine, TB3 is expected to have a range of 1,000 nautical miles and over 24 hours of on-station endurance. In terms of armament, the drone features 6 hardpoints under its foldable wings, allowing it to carry various munitions including laser-guided rockets, anti-infantry bomblets, and anti-tank missiles. Alongside its strike capabilities, TB3 will primarily be used for intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance operations. It has beyond line-of-sight communications capabilities that will extend the eyes of Anadolu over vast swaths of ocean. Its ability to carry various modular systems could also make it an ideal communications relay platform. TB3's short takeoff and landing capabilities make it ideal for use on aircraft carriers as well as big-deck amphibious assault ships. Being able to conduct short takeoffs and landings also extends the drone's operational capability to small, remote airstrips ashore, too affording Turkish forces greater flexibility during land-based operations. On the Republic of Turkey's centennial, the Bayraktar TB3 uncrewed aerial vehicle successfully completed its maiden flight, Baykar's chief technology officer, Selçuk Bayraktar, said at the Korla Flight Training and Test Center on October 27. Baykar expects TB3 to enter full mass production in 2024 and be ready to serve aboard Anadolu the same year. The drone's first flight points to the continued vitality of Turkey's domestic drone production, especially in support of its drone-carrying mothership ambition. Originally ordered in 2015, laid down in 2018, and launched in 2019, Anadolu was delivered to the Turkish Navy in May 2023. The ship boasts a typical landing helicopter dock configuration, with a large flight deck with a ski jump on top and a well deck at the rear. The ship can carry various tanks, amphibious assault vehicles, armored personnel carriers, and landing craft for amphibious assault operations. It should be noted that Anadolu was not originally intended to function as a drone carrier, but rather support either F-35B stealth jets or AV-8B Harrier IIs. However, in 2019 Turkey was booted from the F-35 program by the US in response to Ankara's purchase of Russian S-400 air defense systems. Without carrier-capable short takeoff and vertical landing F-35Bs to fill its decks, and in response to the rise of uncrewed systems, it was reported earlier this year that Anadolu would undergo slight refits to its infrastructure to better support drone operations. This included the addition of drone control stations with satellite terminals for longer-range connections, the installation of a roller system at the ship's bow to launch uncrewed platforms, arresting gear on deck to accommodate unmanned combat air vehicle landings, and safety nets for smaller drone recovery. As Turkey's Ministry of National Defense indicated earlier this year, Anadolu can deploy 12 manned or unmanned combat aircraft, and depending on the operation to be carried out within the scope of the aircraft transport capability. It also has the ability to deploy other aerial assets, too, including nearly up to 24 helicopters. As well as its work on TB3, Baykar is also developing a fighter-like drone capability that supposedly may find its way on Anadolu, known as Kizilelma, meaning red apple in Turkish. Kizilelma completed its first flight back in December 2022, and Baykar aims to begin production of the system next year, with the drone being potentially ready to serve on board in Anadolu as early as 2025, according to official statements. We will have to wait and see how its development progresses and if it ends up on the ship in a robust capacity at all, let alone when. Kizilelma is tailored for the sort of air combat missions usually performed by manned fighter aircraft. Powered by a single Ukrainian-designed Evchenko Progress turbofan engine, the system boasts a canard delta configuration and, at least on later versions, is supposedly capable of supersonic flight. The Kizilelma should have an endurance of around 5 to 6 hours, a service ceiling of 35,000 feet, and a combat radius of 500 nautical miles. With a maximum takeoff weight of 13,228 pounds, Kizilelma will boast a payload capacity of 3,306 pounds and will likely support various Turkish air-to-ground precision munitions and air-to-air missiles. Of course, Turkey is not the only country investing in naval drones and procuring new or adapting existing vessels to accommodate them. Militaries around the globe are increasingly looking to uncrewed platforms as part of the future of maritime and amphibious assault operations. Other naval arms around the globe that are in the big deck amphibious assault ship or carrier club are also closely examining similar options, but Turkey is certainly becoming a very bold actor in this regard. It will be interesting to see what comes next for Turkey, which is clearly a major player in developing naval drones, as it continues to move forward with its drone carrier ambitions.